Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Blackford Sports Network, home of your Blackford Bruins. The final regular season game for the Bruins coming up here in just about 8.5 minutes. And it looks like it should be a decent game here as Blackford takes on Anderson Prep. Traveled all the way down to Anderson Highland High School, which is now Anderson Middle School or Middle School of Highland Middle School. I don't really know. Don't understand it, but we are here playing in the it looks like I'm pretty sure it's the old Anderson Highland High School gymnasium. A pretty cool old gym. But you look to be struggling a little bit there. None of the usuals except for me tonight, and with me, a guy that never says no to anything or anybody. And I'll wait for him to get his headset on before I introduce him. But been a great help here all season long, let alone just tonight. So a big shout out to him once he gets stepped up here and gets into the game. There we go. There we are. But and he's going to crawl under the table to get here. A little old school tonight, as the school we're at does not have closed bleachers. So as we look down, you can see the floor beneath you, and it does not look close. It looks pretty far away. And for someone that may have issues with height, it's not a comfortable feeling. So, and David can attest to that once he gets situated here. He's out of breath. He says he's a marathon runner, but I'm second guessing that right now.
Well, I'm only up to 6 miles right now.
And as you just heard, David Weddle's going to be with me tonight, finishing out the season with the broadcast. Cody told me a while ago that he wasn't going to be able to make it to tonight's game, and Grant Banner actually had to cut out as well tonight. Work calls, duty calls, and we don't want him to miss anything like that. So somebody's watching from White Plains, Maryland. Christopher
nice.
Baird. Nice. I heard there was going to be a couple of people, some from West Virginia, some from Florida tonight.
Absolutely.
So definitely chime in if you like what you hear tonight or like what you see. Please give a thumbs up. Click that little thumb up button behind your chat and let us know. Because, we don't get a lot of thumbs up. But those thumbs up point other people in our direction, and then they get to see the cool games that you guys get to see with these solid announcers behind them. So the Bruins warming up. There's a little over 5 minutes left to go before we get this game started. Anderson Prep coming off the field now. David, I think you're all set, but you still got a plate full of food in front of you.
That's all right. You won't mind that I can mute myself while I crunch on those chips.
Yeah, if you start chewing in my ear, I might reach over and slap you. But
had the opportunity in the line out there, long line, a lot of Bruin fans here tonight, and of course, it seems like every away game we go to, they're never quite prepared for concessions and for the number of people that follow the Bruins.
Yeah.
But happened to be standing in line right behind Coach Don Hoover and Coach Grant Newland.
Oh, yeah?
Had a chance to recap the JV game while I was there in line with them. So nice. I said, you guys don't have time to be doing this. And they said, hey, we haven't eaten all afternoon. So
yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
It's not like you pass any restaurants in between once you leave Hartford City and coming out here in the middle of the country. We are in Highland area, north side of Anderson.
Well, it depends. Did you guys take 28? I came from Marion, so it's just a straight shot down 9
Gotcha.
off Scatterfield, and then
Yeah, I came out to the interstate and then took the Frankton exit, McGuire Road
32.
exit, and then came down County Road 200.
Oh, wow.
I saw a few cows out in the field. That was very fresh beef.
There wasn't much out there for you then, was
No,
there?
not at all. Hey, we got Tucson. Oh, you already said that. Tucson, Arizona, and Georgetown, Texas.
No, I did not see Arizona and Texas. Thank you, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy. But a lot of things going to happen tonight. A lot of things can happen. I look for this this Anderson team looks a lot different than they did last year.
Yes.
And I sure hope that the Bruins don't take them for granted, because I know that they have been considered in the past as that gimme team.
Yes. Yep.
And I mean, they look like some really solid athletes out there.
They sure do.
Where in past years maybe they weren't.
Well, and looking at their roster, and a lot of teams will fudge the heights, make them taller, but their roster actually makes them look shorter than what they really are. But they only have a 6'2" player and a 6-foot player. Everybody else is 5'11" and shorter. But watching them warm up, you couldn't convince me that there's not a couple players that are 6'2", 6'3" out there.
Oh, wow. Somebody's watching from Cabo San Lucas.
Nice.
On
vacation down there.
I now dislike you, Cameron Caputo. There's another Del Rio, Texas. Glad you guys are able to stop in and watch the game as I get a cramp in the old hammy. Oh, that looks like they just unfurled the American flag. It looks pretty good sitting there.
Nice.
But what do you think keys to the game are going to be tonight?
Well, one of the things you just mentioned, I think, is not overlooking Anderson Prep. You know, they've only won 3 games all season long. Elwood was one of those common opponents that they beat Elwood by 10. But, one of the things that happens and has happened in the past is we tend to overlook a team that maybe doesn't have that good of a record and we play to their level rather than bringing them up to play to our level.
Right.
So to me, that's the biggest key to this game tonight is, not getting down to their level, but to really push hard and play our game tonight.
One of the officials looks like the same official we had last night, but I don't think it is. Nope, he turned around, he definitely not. But one thing I have noticed about this court is it's very dull.
Yes.
There is no shine to it. It looks like they sanded it last night. So might get a little better grip tonight.
Sure.
So with that, we're going to hold on tight here, and we will allow the national anthem to play.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag as we honor our country and the men and women who serve to protect our freedom with the playing of the national anthem. Under the direction of Lieutenant Chris Strobel, the Anderson Prep Band.
Very good job by the band. We are in what I like to refer to as enemy territory tonight, David. We are on the side of the Anderson Prep sideline, and they've got a full set of fans up here tonight.
Absolutely. So here in the stadium, on the side that we're on with the Anderson Prep fan base, they just have the bottom section open. So right behind us, we're at the top of the bottom section. Right behind us, they have the curtain closed. But on the Blackford side, they've got both the bottom and the top open up. And pretty good crowd. I'd say about 80% full on the bottom and maybe 30% full up on top. So,
sorry.
But the starting lineup being called, here we are with our typical starting five. Dalton Willman, seniors, Brandon Strobel, junior, Cam Elam, Max Wars, and number 25, Luke Brown.
And we are all the way over here on the far side of the court. So we're right about even with the free throw line. So the far side of the court will probably not be close up. And if I had to guess, Blackford will be on this side first, and then Anderson Prep will finish out the game on this side. So this first quarter, first half, you'll get to see your Bruins close up. Second half, they will be on the far side of the court. And Cameron Caputo not helping out his cause by saying he's not on vacation. So that means you live there, sir,
Yep.
which makes me dislike you even more.
What's amazing, the Blackford Sports Network is now international.
We've been international.
Okay. Well,
You don't remember our North Korean or South
that's
Korean?
right. That's right. Yes,
We've had them from Australia, South Korea, Russia, the UK. We've had viewers from a lot of different places.
We've got fans from Ocala, Florida watching in.
I think I might be able to bring this thing down a little bit. I don't think we're going to have very many of their fans standing up.
Okay.
They haven't even really gotten into the game yet. Our fans are clapping and getting all crazy and wild. And, oh, look at that. Oh, Dalton Willman, and he travels. Yeah, we got the ball, so it will be bonus will go the opposite direction. Do you have your volume turned up?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
No, your volume on
Oh, maybe I did turn it back up. Yep, I do. Okay. Now
I thought I heard it. That's the only reason I asked. All right, so Anderson with the ball. I got to get my thing here going.
So we've got Rodriguez is number 21, Scott 23, Cullum 24, Watson 31, and Hornacher is 42 for the Jets.
And now the Jets moving the ball to the far side of the court. The Bruins playing really good, solid defense. The three is up, and the Jets draw first.
That's Watson hitting a three to start the ball game.
And here comes Luke Brown. Luke gets across the timeline, calling out, and Strobel for three, misses just a little long and to the right, but there's Wars. Not real sure. Oh, they're getting the foul on number 23, Jack Scott, the 6 foot, 160-pound junior for the Anderson Prep Jets. That inbound was given over to Brown, and Brown almost falls out of bounds, but is able to save the ball, and now Strobel with it. Oh, and look at there, and Scott quick to jump on that one and knock it out of bounds, and the Bruins.
You know, he's only 6 foot, but he can jump. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he can really get up there.
Nice pick set by Dalton Willman, and Brown with the ball gets it all the way over for Elam. Elam drives all the way down on the baseline, misses the layup. Willman with the rebound. His is off the glass. and he misses. No call given. And now the Jets and Scott moving the ball onto the other side of the court. He takes it off the glass, no good, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, against Dalton Willman, and it is. You know, you probably have a few breaths. You can grab a few bites if you need to. Scott will be shooting a pair here at the free throw line with 6:36 to go. He hits the first one. The Jets now with a 4-0 lead over the Bruins.
We got Alexandra Willman watching from Bonita Springs, watching her little brother Dalton play.
Oh, Alec.
They just want to rub it in that they're down in Florida, don't they?
Nice rebound by Brandon Strobel. Somebody on there, Avery Brown, mentioned you specifically. That one looks like it's going to be a foul on number 42, Hayden Hornacher.
Well, you know who Avery Brown is, right?
205-pound sophomore. No, I don't.
That's Luke's sister.
Oh, well, she said her and Amy are not causing trouble, which I don't know about that. And now Luke with the ball, and nobody has told me that I don't have the scoreboard up yet. Luke misses that long-range three. The scoreboard now up, and as we get going here, I'm going to try to pop up a couple of our only ads that we really have. But nice rebound.
Ward's in position for that rebound. Gets it over to Brown, over in the corner to Elam.
Oh, and Elam gets blocked. It's out of bounds. And again, it looks like, I hate to say it early on, but the Bruins may have underestimated the Jets here this afternoon. Elam to inbound, gets it to Wars. Wars not able to get the layup. And now with under 6 minutes to play, the Bruins find themselves in an early hole here and unable to score on the Jets. And now Scott with the ball. He's going to dribble out to the top, stops, puts it over to Hornacher. Hornacher holding on to it, doesn't have anywhere to go. Off the foot of Elam. Jets ball on the baseline. 5:35, the Jets lead 4-0 here early on in the first quarter. Inbounding the ball is Marsan Cullum. The shot no good. Rebound goes to Wars. Wars is now going to bring the ball up the court. He gets it over to Strobel. Strobel for the jumper is good. And now Strobel gets started here, and the Bruin crowd starting to get into this game.
4-3 is the score, and 12 points is the key for Brandon.
What's 12 points get him?
12 more points gets him 1,000 in his career.
Oh, is that?
He's 15 away
he
tonight.
Needed more than that.
Nope.
Elam falls down as Hornacher has the ball. And Hornacher gets it over to Watson. Watson gets it taken away, but picks it right back up. And now Cullum has got the ball at the top of the key. Gets it over to number 21, Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles in. Tries to go to the paint, but is blocked off by Elam and Brown. Now he's going to drive in, and Ward's there to play defense. The shot is no good. Rebound goes to Dalton Willman.
He is the man on the boards. Willman boxing out, grabbing that rebound, getting it out to Brown.
Now Brown out on the top, gets it over to, and that was a travel. I hate to say it. But now Strobel with the first 5 points here early on.
For 6. That was a 3.
Oh, was it? Oh, man. I robbed him of the 3. I'm sorry. All right, with just a little over 4 minutes, the Jets now, and that's going to be a steal by Brown. He's going to take it all the way. The Euro step misses, no good. The Jets save it, and they get to keep it as they get across the timeline now. That's Cullum, I believe. Oh, and Strobel just had to bring it down. And now a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebound. And it looks like we're going to have pushing foul by number 21, Rodriguez.
That's Rodriguez. Because it looked awful funny that he got that rebound over the top of Luke Brown. From our angle, their back was directly to us. So got a couple substitutions coming in for the Jets. Langford, number 14, checks in. And also, I believe there was one other guy come in.
Strobel's going to bring the ball up the court now. And, Strobel for 3. Good. Strobel seems to be on fire, the only one with any points so far. And we've got an early timeout called by the Jets. And again, we're not going to any commercials today.
Yep.
Because we couldn't get any of them to load. So we're just going to talk about all of them every chance that we get.
So 9
only
points.
At the quarters.
9 points by Brandon Strobel. That he needed 15 coming into tonight. He ended up with 13 last night. He needed 28 as of yesterday. So the 13 brought him down to 15. He's got 9 already. All the Bruins scoring to Brandon Strobel right now. So he's 6 away from that 1,000-point mark.
Nice. So, Tim Dickerson, do you have any family on the court, or are you an alumni? All right, 9 straight points, as Ed Thurman likes to say. And Strobel is the leading scorer of the game. I talked a little bit to Luke last night about the game today, and his first reaction was, I hope these guys don't underestimate APA. That one off the glass, no good. Oh, nice block by Brandon Strobel. And another shot. Rebound goes to Strobel, and Strobel's going to get it over to Brown. Brown's going to kind of slow it down here with just a little over 3 minutes to play in the game. He gets it down to Willman, and finally somebody else besides Strobel gets on the board.
Our seniors leading the way. 2 seniors having 11 points so far. The other 2 seniors haven't seen the floor yet. So
that's just fine.
This will be a great night.
Nice
steal by Strobel, and
they are going to call a jump ball, which goes APA's direction. With that, let's call it back now. Well, hopefully we can keep this thing current. If not, I'll take it back down. Grant's not here tonight, Tim. Long 3, no good. Rebound off the hands of Strobel back to APA's direction. And what does he have to do to go D1? Not a thing. He has 9 Division I scholarship opportunities already. So he doesn't have to do anything. Ooh, close, and Strobel almost there. Now APA had a perfect opportunity, and they let it go. They're going to slow it down, taking it out to the top of the arc, moving the ball around. And I believe that's Hornacher dribbling. Nope, he kicks it back out to Cullum. Cullum's going to get it back out to Hornacher, and he's going to slow it down. He's stuck out there now, gets it over to Cullum. And Cullum doesn't know where to go. He's going to dribble back to the top of the arc. And Dalton now is going to play press. Nope, over to number 11, Daly. Daly gets it down low to Cullum. Kicks it back out to Hornacher. Good for 3. And now Brown with the ball. Looking for Strobel. Looks like they've got somebody different on Strobel now. Brown's 3 in and out. Rebound goes to Willman, and he picks up a foul. And it looks like it's going to be, is it number 11? That's Daly picking up his first foul of the game. Do you have a pen? I don't know who. Do you have the fouls written down? I can't hear you. Oh, you got it on the. I know they have like 2 or 3 now.
Seven fouls for Anderson Prep already.
Who are the fouls?
3 on Watson.
Are you serious?
3 on Hornacher, and 1 on Scott. So Dalton shooting 2.
Who's Watson? Oh, right there, Mason Watson.
Yep.
And he hits both of them.
I think Watson's on the bench already. Or no, he's. So I'll keep my phone on the app so we can keep the stats here.
That'll work.
And you keep chatting with the folks on.
That's
line.
a nice tough play down low to get the layup. And now Brown and Strobel talking as they move the ball up the court, and they're going to face guard Brandon Strobel right now. Over to Elam for 3. Good. Now they've got to start face guarding Elam if he gets hot.
Yep.
Now as the clock winds down, under a minute to play here. And that one's going to go in.
Wow. Great move there by number 14. That's Langford.
Brown now to bring the ball across the timeline.
Langford's a 5'11 sophomore.
Gets it over to Elam. That one's going to be a little bit long, but tipped. No. And that's going to be a foul on, I didn't see who
either
it was.
31 or 11.
It
on
is
11.
number 11. He picks up his second quick foul.
That's Derek Daly.
And I don't think, and that should be 7 fouls, right? That's 8 fouls.
That's 8 fouls. Puts Grimes at the free throw line.
And Grimes misses his first. And Hornacher coming back into the game as Daly takes a seat with his second foul. Are you sure there's that many fouls?
That's
just doesn't seem.
I'm just going off the app. So they've got 3, 6, 8, 10.
He misses both of them. Rebound goes to Strobel, and Strobel puts it back for 2.
Getting close. That's 11. 4 more points for Brandon Strobel, and they'll stop the game for a minute.
Now under 25 seconds, Hornacher with the ball. He gets it over. Strobel almost with the steal. Brown tries to steal it. This one gets down to Rodriguez. Strobel plays defense.
That was Grimes.
Oh, is that Grimes?
Yeah.
Sorry,
they're both skinny, tall, skinny.
With single-digit numbers on their back. This one over to Strobel. Strobel's going to drive in, kicks it out to Elam. Elam kicks it back to Strobel. Strobel over to Brown for 3. Good. Oh! He had his hand in the air like he was going to allow it and yanked it out from behind us. All right, with that, that's going to do it for the first quarter as the Bruins lead 18-11 over the Anderson Preparatory Jets. And again, want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. And let me get reminded who they are. The AmVets, post number 23, Clear Choice Chiropractic, CMA Claim Management Adjusters, Dave's Car Corner, Huggins Auto Sales and Service, and Town Acres Church of Christ. Speaking of Town Acres Church of Christ, this quarter brought to you by Town Acres Church of Christ, located at 2411 East Riggin Road in Muncie, Indiana. Look them up online at townacreschurchofchrist.org. So, David, what do you think of the game so far as you're stuffing your face? You don't have to. I'll let you finish eating, and then we'll let you come back. But what do you think of this game so far? What is it going to take for Brandon to reach that 1,000 points here at Anderson Prep? And when is Brown going to get involved in this game?
Something we never see very often at all, but Luke Brown, after one period, has no points at all. Strobel, with 11, just 4 points away from hitting his 1,000-point mark. Hurd in this game hitting from the 3 in the corner.
Hurd knocks down a 3. I didn't even realize he was in the game as I was trying to get things going here on the old Mackey book. And Hurd out playing defense on number 14. Lets him get by for just a quick second. That was Langford. Now Hornacher with the ball. The spin move. Kicks it back out to Rodriguez.
Nice defense by Grimes there to stop him.
Drives in, and now he's going to kick it back out to Watson. Watson with 3 fouls on the game. Oh, and Brown
looks like
with
Brown's
the steal and the finger roll for 2. Those are Brown's first 2 points of the game. And now Langford's going to bring the ball up the court. I wonder if he's related to Romeo Langford. Oh, a nice block by
good job by Stephen Hoover.
And it is going to be APA ball. Or the Jets ball.
Yes.
No, it's not. Yeah, it should be Jets ball.
Yep. Still Jets ball.
Number is that 32? Perry comes into the game for, who was that, 31? Oh, the 3 is good by Rodriguez. And now Brown with the ball. Defense played by Langford. Brown threw that one right into the hands of the Jets, and they are going to take advantage for a quick.
It's a very, very rare turnover right there by Luke Brown.
I think I started giving points to the Bruins when it should have went to the Jets.
23-16 with 6.5 minutes to go in the half.
Brown at the top, drives in, steps out. Nice little jumper for 2. And now Langford with the ball, gets it across the timeline. He gets it over to number 23, Scott. Nice steal by Hoover. Hoover gets it to Strobel. Strobel hands it off back to Strobel for three. No good. Rebound goes to Hurd.
Do you see how high Peyton Hurd was on that rebound?
Oh, it just rings on the outside. And Strobel's going to shoot a pair at the free throw line. And how many points does he need?
He just needs 4 more.
4 more points, so it won't be on these.
But my goodness, if you should have said Peyton Hurd, I thought that was either Grimes or Strobel going up that high, but that was Peyton Hurd went up for that rebound and grabbed that. There's 12. Needs 3 more.
So there was a question posed by Jake Pennington and a timeout. And since we have a timeout, I'll answer it for you, Mr. Pennington. Yes, we will be live for all 3 games if the Bruins make it. We'll be there broadcasting live for everyone to see. These games are expensive, so if they keep going, believe you me, I will be begging for money to help pay for the rest of the way. They get more expensive as the Bruins make it farther in the postseason. So get your wallets and your checkbooks out if the Bruins make it. After about the first or second game in regionals, I'll probably be begging, borrowing, and stealing money so that we can keep bringing those games.
It takes 2 games in regionals. It's 1 game in semi-state that gets you to the state finals. So we've got 3 games next week scheduled. Tuesday, we'll play Madison Grant, and then we'll play the winner will play Taylor on Friday. So we're counting on the Bruins to take care of business with Madison Grant on Tuesday night.
Strobel misses his second, so he needs 3 points now.
He just wanted to leave 3 points left, so he'll hit his 1,000 on a three-pointer.
That's a smart move. Langford with the ball at the top of the arc.
It's kind of an over-under thing, whether or not.
Jump ball, Blackford.
Nice tie-up by Stephen Hoover. Great defense being played. And
Hoover able to get his hand in and pull it out, get it in and pull it out. And gets the jump ball called. Great job. And now Hurd inbounds to Brown. Brown with the ball on the near side, out in the corner. He calls for Strobel out on the arc. Kicks it over.
And there's the three going up.
Little off. Rebound. Oh, and Hurd falls down, but rebound goes to the Jets. The Jets, Langford. No, that ain't Langford. That's 32. Perry brings it over, and the 3, no good. Lands in Strobel's hands, and I think he's just going to take it up. Nope, hands it off to Brown as Brown brings it across the court. Brown drives in. Nope, he decides that's not what he wants. Gets double teamed. Down to Wars on the block. And Wars throws the elbow, gets the foul called. APA ball on the baseline. All right, so Rodriguez is going to inbound to Perry. Perry slowly bringing the ball up the court with just a little over 5 minutes on the clock. He drives in all the way into the paint, no good. Rebound to Strobel. Strobel got up there. I swear his head was over the rim. And as the clock winds down, he gives it to Strobel for 3. Oh! In and out. And we're going to have a push in the back by Perry. And it should be, how's it? So I think your fouls are off because it should be in a 1-and-1.
Yeah.
But they're going to take it out. No, we are in 1-and-1.
Yep.
We are in 1-and-1. So Wars gets the opportunity to shoot a 1 and bonus.
I'm going off of the app and relying on that, but I think the app is off a little bit. Because it's showing 9 fouls right now.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be 9 this early in the game. If it is, that is wow.
So I've got my phone set on video right now because every time Strobel touches the ball, I'm gonna get. I happen to have my phone going when Luke hit his 1,000 points last year.
Well, it'd be just as easy to go.
Oh, I know. You can do it there easy.
I'll have it on Twitter before you can have it on Facebook. Now,
are we going to take bets on that one?
No, probably not. I don't want you shutting off my Wi-Fi to keep me from doing it. All right, Perry with the ball. He gets it down to Rodriguez. Rodriguez kicks it back out. A three is shot, no good.
Nice. You know,
Brown.
I have to notice one thing here is that the Bruins are doing a much, much better job.
Strobel, no good.
Oh, put back up by Willman.
Oh, they're going to call Willman for the foul. That's at number 2 for him. Even though he's excited about it. And a substitution, number 20. That's Grannon comes into the game.
He's a 5'10 senior for the Jets.
Now Dalton Willman's coming out, and Landon Grimes gets to come in for a little more varsity action. The fans over on the Blackford side giving Willman a little bit of an applause as he walks off the court. And now the ball on the near side, and Rodriguez walks it back out to the top of the arc, kicks it over. Oh, Strobel tries to get the steal. A three by Scott is good. And that's going to cut the lead down to 9 now for APA. Brown for a long range, no good. Lands in the hands of Watson. Watson gives it gives it up to Perry. Perry's going to quickly bring it across the time. Shoots the three, no good. Rebound again. Nope, Grimes tries to get a hold of it. Now Wars tries to steal it. He gets it up off the glass for an easy 2. And now Brown's going to push it up the court real quick. Takes the three, no good. Oh, how is that not a foul? And it is. I believe they're either going to call it on Elam or, number 23, Jack Scott picking up his first foul. Hurd coming back into the contest as Strobel is going to take a break, probably try to regroup. He only needs 3 more points, and Hoover's over there giving him a little talking to, probably telling him to slow down, relax, and the points will come. Grimes is going to shoot 1 and 1. Lauren Grimes is checking in from Naples, Florida. Can you guess who she's here to watch?
Those Grimeses are all over the place.
No, she's actually here.
Oh.
She's actually here to watch Peyton Hurd.
No, no kidding.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Neither did I. She is here to watch Landon Grimes. Grimes misses the first shot. Rebound by number 23, Scott. Scott gives it over to Perry. Perry's going to bring it over to the court. He's setting up, gives it over to number 20, passes it to the far side. Hurd playing defense, good solid. He gets around him, and Hurd's going to pick up a foul. The shot, no good. And number 23, Scott's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
I'm telling you what, this Jet team is playing inspired basketball. It's hard to believe they've only won 3 games all season. The way they're playing against the Bruins right now.
They're definitely playing their best game tonight. Now Strobel is going to let Hurd take a seat, come back into the game, hopefully a little refreshed, a little regrouped, and see if he can't pick up those final 3 points that he needs. By the way, if you guys, he does hit his second. If you guys are on here and you're not watching on your TV, you're watching on your smartphone or your laptop or whatever, even if you are watching on your TV, go log on onto your phone and give us a thumb up so that we can get a lot more people. Oh, a foul! And Strobel's going to go to the line, shooting 2. But, give us a thumb up, like the video broadcast, or even a thumb down. I don't care. If you give us either one, at least it'll allow other people to allow it to be put in the other people's feeds so that they can check it out if they so wish. So that's I'm slowly
point number
learning.
998.
I'm slowly learning how this whole YouTube thing is, but the more people we can get to watch these guys, the better it will be.
Absolutely.
For the future of Blackford Sports Network. He misses his second. And the rebound goes to Scott. Scott hands it over to Perry. Perry's going to pass it over to, and another 3 by APA. That was Watson. Now Brown bringing the ball across the timeline. And there is number 14, Langford, right in his face. Gets it over to Wars. Wars gets it down to Grimes. Grimes misses the layup. And Perry, I believe, is going to bring it across. Oh, they missed. They missed the pass down in the paint. Good break for the Bruins as number 24, Cullum, comes in, and Grannon is going to have a seat. Mr. Ratliff is watching from Ball Hospital.
All right.
Hopefully you're there working. Brown drives in for 2. And the Jets bringing the ball. That long 3, no good. Trying to shoot the Luke Brown shot, and it's going to stay Jet ball. You stop talking because you're trying to get that video.
No, I'm just watching.
Trying to get the video.
I'm watching the our defensive play, and we're doing a better job of boxing out, but the Jets are literally jetting over the top of our players. We've got decent position, so I can't really say that they're not getting good position, and they are looking for a guy to box out as we play a man-to-man defense.
That one is going to be
deflected off of Elam's foot there.
Off of his leg. Not sure. Usually they call a kick ball on that, especially when he tried to. That one was sitting in the paint. That one's going to be off of – I thought they were going to get that one off of Blackford. It looked like it was. When I say thumb up, close the chat, go behind. There's a thumb up behind it. Somebody's watching. Jim Wiseman watching from St. Augustine.
Jim Wiseman? Okay.
Yeah. Do you know Jim?
Yep.
Oh, Grimes didn't realize it was coming to him. That's no good, Mr. Ratliff. No good at all. Enjoy the game. Don't get too excited over tonight's game, though. All right, now the ball over to Grannon.
I've had breakfast several Wednesday mornings with Jim Wiseman and the old geezers there at Richards that meet on Wednesday mornings. Of course, this time of year, most of those old geezers have flown south. So
I'm sure you're not offending anybody.
Not one of them. Well, because that's what they call themselves.
Is that right?
There's a plaque that sits on their table called the Old Geezers Club.
Is that right?
And so anytime I come, I've gone with Coach Hoover a few times because he fits into their age group. I'm a little bit too young to be there with him.
No good. Grimes with the rebound. He hands it quickly to Brown. And Brown moving fast. The 3 by Strobel. And
there it is.
It.
There it is.
Strobel with his 1,000th point.
There it is, folks. There it is.
And that's going to be it. And Blackford with the ball. Should be a timeout called here quickly. Oh, wow. What a foul. And that one's going to be out of bounds, and that is going to be Blackford ball. A great job by Brandon Strobel picking up his 1,000th point of his career, and the fans absolutely loving it. And they do call a timeout. Congratulations to Brandon Strobel. He gives a wave to the fans. 1,001 points, as Ed Thurman just said. And hopefully he's got a few more to add into those 1,000 here as the game progresses and we move on in to sectionals next week.
So big burden lifted off of Brandon right now.
And now he can just play.
We're going to have
Wars
some fun.
Drives in, kicks it over to Luke Brown for the easy layup. Now under 10 seconds left in the half. And the Jets don't look like they're in any hurry. Oh, and Wars he throws it away.
Oh.
Brown, he tried to give it to Brown, but it gets thrown away. That is going to do it for halftime. The Bruins with a 10-point lead, 36-26 at the half. And again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We apologize. I don't know what happened to the ads, but, we still love every one of you. The AmVets, post number 23, Clear Choice Chiropractic, CMA, Claim Management Adjusters, Dave's Car Corner, Huggins Auto Sales and Service, Town Acres, Church of Christ, and Captured by Christie Photography. Also, please, I'm thinking about doing a sectional giveaway next week. If you don't have your Donnie Baker tickets yet, go get them now, because I've got some shirts at home, and I'm about to give them away if you can bring me your Donnie Baker tickets. Show me proof that you're going to the Donnie Baker show, and I will let you choose your shirt. They're all the same ones from last year, but I believe that that's what we're going to be doing. Go to Blackford Sports Network on Facebook, and if you, on the first game, can show me that you have your Donnie Baker tickets from the Montpelier Jamboree, the show, May 2nd, this year. The doors open at 6. They do have a meal that is included in the price. Tables are able to be reserved. I don't know the price of those. I think they told me, but I don't remember. But the tickets are $30.
Yep.
I'm talking about for the table reserve.
Gotcha.
I don't know what those are, but the tickets are $30 per person. You must be 21 years of age or older to get in, but it should be a good show. Keep following Blackford Sports Network on Facebook, and watch out. Next week, I will confirm whether we are able to do that or not. If we are, bring your tickets to the sectionals, and you can get a free T-shirt from Blackford Sports Network. How's that sound, David?
Absolutely. Every year the Montpelier Jamboree always have great entertainment. It's always a great time. I've been there a couple times there to enjoy the entertainment, but you can't go wrong, and it supports a great organization. The Montpelier Jamboree has done a great job over the years putting on a festival over Labor Day weekend, so you definitely don't want to miss the Montpelier Jamboree each and every year on Labor Day weekend, and you can support them big time by going to see Donnie Baker. Great offer there by the Blackford Sports Network and Steve Hurd. So go get your ticket.
All right. With that, I see some questions. Dan, send me an email, and I'll get that information to you. It's blackfordsportsnetwork@gmail.com. There were some other questions. Dominic, he saw an interview with Brown once where he stated he wanted to go to IU. Is that gaining any traction? They sure could have used him last night. I agree. They definitely could have used him last night. From my understanding, there was an Indiana coach that was wearing red this past summer who watched him play basketball in one of his AAU games.
Yep. I was there at that game.
And I believe that said coach that was wearing red or crimson did go up and have a slight conversation with the young man after that game. So whether anything was talked about or not, we'll just have to wait. Nobody likes Purdue here in Indiana. I mean, come on. Who in their right mind could be a Purdue fan?
Well,
I'm going to lose a lot of followers over that one, aren't I?
You know, I grew up, my dad was an IU grad. I grew up as an IU fan. And then I actually applied and got accepted into the IU School of Music right out of high school. But I chose to go to Indiana State University instead. And I played the same 4 years that Larry Bird played at Indiana State.
You did?
I did.
Nice.
Now, he played basketball, and I played basketball band.
So,
but I was there the same 4 years that Larry Bird was there.
So did you know? I can't hear him.
We've got Chad Strobel coming up, happy as can be.
So, speaking of Larry Bird, not to change the subject from Chad Strobel.
Yes.
Did you know that there is a player on Blackford's bench
I did.
that is related
I did
to
know
the
that.
one and only Larry Bird?
Yes. I happen to know that one. So
Do you think any of our fans know that?
I bet they don't.
You don't think
only
they do?
the only reason I know is because you and I had this conversation about it. But who is that Well, should I tell him?
Nope.
Okay.
We may make this
Let's just make it
a contest.
yeah.
Here. If you know the name of the student athlete on the varsity roster that is related to Larry Bird, I don't know what I'm going to give out yet, but I'm thinking maybe a sectional ticket.
There you go. I'll pitch in on that.
I'm either going to give you a sectional ticket or I'll give you a T-shirt, or I may just give you both. How's that? What do you think
There
about
you go.
that?
Yeah.
Sectional. I'll tell you what. If you can say who the player is and you want to go to sectionals, send me a text or not a text, but send me a message in the chat group here of who it is, and the winner will receive a free sectional ticket and a BSN shirt. First person to guess gets it. How's that?
That's good.
That's not a bad giveaway.
No, not at all. And that would be a good trivia question. And, somebody that listens intently to Blackford Sports Network might get it, because I know we've talked about it. And it may have been at a girls' game that we talked about it. So
I believe it was.
Maybe a different audience, but that would be a great little trivia. So again, what current Blackford player?
And I'll give you a hint. It's not Ridge Dunica.
Absolutely. It is not Ridge Dunica.
Somebody already guessed that.
Did they?
Yeah. It is not Max Wars. And he is related on his mother's side. What is that?
That's Brandon hitting his 1,000 point.
Is that your video?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Nice.
So,
I forgot to share it, so.
Okay. But I've got it on Facebook.
Alex Simmons probably does know.
I'm going to take about a 30-second break here, so I'm going to put myself on mute for a second.
Right on. It is Blackford Sports Network at gmail.com. Andrew Maddox, you are correct. Andrew Maddox is the winner. He guessed it. Hurd is that player. Andrew, on the day of sectional, come and see me or holler for me. Have somebody come and get me, and I will get you your sectional ticket, and I'll have that shirt for you. I think I got a bunch of text messages. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I did. Somebody said there's no U in Montpelier, and to tell you.
Where do we have it?
Huh?
Where do we have it?
I don't know. I don't know. So Peyton Hurd is the one that is related to Larry Bird. His grandfather on his mother's side, his mother her last name is, maiden name was Bird. Crystal Bird, and her father is cousins with Larry Bird. I have actually seen pictures of the two sitting out on the front porch of one of their relatives' front porch. So it is true, Peyton Hurd is related to Larry Bird. Now, if we could only get him, all services failed to post. So something happened to my production truck here. I don't know what it is. All right, as we get started on this third quarter. Oh, that one's out of bounds, off of Wars. Jets ball. If you want to buy a shirt, I think last year I sold them for $15, but I'm just looking to get rid of them now. So I think they're $10. Maybe I sold them for $10 last year. I have no idea. Terry, get with me though. Get with me if you see me at a game or something like that. Or if you're coming to sectionals. If you're not, let me know and I'll get you a shirt. You've done enough for this broadcast. You deserve one. Oh, rebound goes to Strobel. Strobel gets the block. No call.
Oh, wow.
And now Perry brings the ball.
Let them play.
Which is fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Brown. Oh, that one lands right in Elam's lap. He's going to give it over to Dalton Willman. Oh, my goodness. What is going on here? Oh, that was a travel. No offense.
Wow.
Not a big deal.
Wow.
That's Strobel, Brown with the ball. He's at the top of the arc. Gives it over to Strobel for three. Good.
19 points for Brandon Strobel already this game. That's
Brandon
19.
Strobel tearing it up here. All right, with 6:44 on the clock, the Bruins with good defense, and the Jets struggling here with the passing game. And that's a shot. A three is up and good. That was Jake Scott again. Brown with the ball. Kicks it over to Elam. Elam fakes in. Takes the little 10-footer. No good. No, they say that he saved it. Goodness gracious.
Oh, boy.
That had to be a pretty amazing save.
It was.
And now Cullum. Oh, blocked by Wars. And I'm sorry, but that one looked like a foul, too. Brown off the glass. No call. Oh, they did get the call on that one. All right. Well. Hey.
Those officials' whistles are not very loud.
Hey, Jerty is back. Jerty, it's only me tonight, man. Everybody else cut out on me for the weekend. But Brown now at the line. Hey, Jerty, you just missed it, buddy. Strobel just hit his 1,000th career point just a few minutes ago. Probably, about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago. But if you go to Facebook and look at Jerry Hoover's Facebook page and look at Hartford City homepage and Montpelier homepage.
Yeah, you got to have.
It is posted on all of those places already.
You got to have. You got to be accepted to those. I wouldn't recommend going to those. You should
have
share it
Blackford
to the
Sports?
Blackford Sports Network.
I'll do that right now.
Share it to that one, and you can go out there. Oh, nice reach there by. Email won't send. Blackford. Yeah, I hope so. Hey, if that one doesn't work, send it to my personal one. It's herd.steve@gmail.com, and it's HURD. And if that doesn't work, shoot me a text. 765-499-7847. And I know I just gave out my phone number. Hopefully you guys don't prank call me in the middle of the night. Nice job by Strobel to Willman for the bucket. Out at the top, right just at the volleyball line. Perry dribbles in, stops, backs up, behind the back, backs up again. Now over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez all the way in. He's going to get fouled by Elam, I believe. It's either going to be Elam or – nope, it is Elam picking up the foul. Hey, Chuck, what's happening? So I can't believe I see Governor last night. Too busy yelling again. Yeah, you did. He was on the Burris side. That's why.
Okay.
That's why nobody saw Governor Holcomb.
Right.
He was sitting with his sister.
Yep.
Who somebody told me last night that she's a professor.
Yes.
At
yes.
Ball State.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why you missed her. He was sitting on the Burris side. And both are good. Brown bringing the ball. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Brown checks it over. Strobel now for three. Oh, just a little short. Rebound goes to Watson. Perry now bringing the ball across the timeline. Looking to pass all the way out by the volleyball line. Guarded by Brown. Now he gets it over to Scott. Scott gets it down low, and it lands. Oh, it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Stephen Hoover. Oh, did I say it too fast? Dan, it's 765. 499. 78. 47. All right, Hoover with the rebound. Kicks it over to Brown. Brown's going to take it all the way to the other side. Being guarded by Perry. Brown looking for some points here. Kicks it over to Strobel. Another assist is good. You know, you got to stop talking, man. You're hogging up the airwaves here.
Strobel hitting another one. He may be going after his Uncle Chris's record at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, kicks it out to Scott. Scott, a little bit long. Wars with the rebound or the pass, however you want to look at it. Now Brown gets it over to Wars. Wars drives in, kicks it to Dalton Willman off the glass for another two. The Bruins now take a 12-point lead, and another timeout by Anderson Prep. One game at a time, but it does seem the Bruins will have to go through Tipton. What's the feeling out there? How do Blackford match up against Tipton? I got to tell you, I think that's going to be a tough matchup.
It's going to be tough, but what I look at is no different than Wabash. They've got a similar lineup to Wabash. They've got and we handled Wabash very well. So it depends on which Blackford team shows up. If
that's the question.
If this Blackford team shows up, Tipton could beat us. But if the team that played Northwestern and played Wabash and Oak Hill, then we should be able to handle Tipton. They've got some height, but they play a similar offense with their height like Alexandria did. The guy sits out and shoots three-pointers.
So they're an outside shooting team?
They're an outside shooting team.
Then that should play in our favor if they're an outside shooting team. We do really well against outside shooting teams. The ones that we don't do well against are the tall guys that like to hang out down on the block or in the paint and score those easy 2-point layups.
And if you think about, go back to the holiday tourney when we played Bar Reeve.
Yep.
In the first half, we handled them extremely well, playing a 2-3 defense, 2-3 matchup defense that had their big guy shut down. He only had 4 points in the whole first half. And then for some reason we came out and changed defenses in the second half, and that was the change of the game.
Slid that pivot foot, picks up the travel. The Bruins, with 3:18 on the clock, have a 12-point advantage, 48-36. Brown is going to slowly bring that ball across the timeline, and it looks like he's just looking to maybe get some assists tonight. Wars gets a three. Well, no good. Lands in the hands of, I think that was Cullen, but could. Oh, man, why aren't they calling some of these?
They are just letting them play.
Yeah, this is a rough game. That's a two off the mark by Brown, and now Brown's going to go down the court. Langford, that's who it is. Langford tries to get it off the glass. Nope, lands in the hands of Dalton Willman. Now Brown bringing it across the timeline. He's going to step out, far side of the court. Now bringing it out to the top of the arc here, the top of the timeline. Brown skipping over, throws it all the way down. It looked like a baseball throw. the way he got rid of that one, and now it's back out to Brown. I thought that one might have a chance to get in the bucket. And now the long volleyball three.
And he gets fouled.
And the foul?
They finally call the foul. The ref was right there and watched the guy punch him as he goes through on the follow-through. So great foul shot by Brown, and the referee was right there to see the foul. So he'll be going for a 4-point shot here. 4-point play.
Brown going to the line. He gets to shoot one. How many fouls do we have here now in the second half?
Well, let's see.
Since they're not using the whole scoreboard. Brown gets the 4-point play.
It shows a total of 10 fouls for the game, so I don't know what it is on the half.
I think they had 9 before the half.
Okay, so that's, I believe that was just the first foul.
Oh, Brown steals it from Langford. He's going to take it all the way, and that's a layup for 2. Brown scores 6 here real quick as Langford tries bringing the ball up, and Brown with another steal. He's going to take it all the way again and gets fouled.
Oh.
No bucket.
And here's the difference right there. Look who ended up on the floor. Brown gets hit hard, and the Anderson Prep guy ends up on the floor. Brown just bounces off and keeps going. You know, he's really built up his core strength over the last year. You know, his freshman year, Luke would be sitting in the band right now. His sophomore year, he'd just be on the ground. But on that one, you go back and watch that layup, he got hit hard, and the Anderson Prep guy is the one that went flying. A lot of people don't see things like that in a player in their playing ability.
Yeah.
But that strength makes a huge difference.
I really, that's why I don't like answering questions like the one that was posed. But I thought it was a very good question because somebody who probably wasn't listening at the beginning is now arguing they better not look past Madison Grant. We've already said that.
Yes.
And so did the question. We don't want to look, too far ahead, but how do they match up against a team like Tipton? Brown's going to get fouled again by number 25. No, Brown doesn't get fouled.
Brown does
fouls.
the fouling.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So that was a good defensive stand by Brown. Langford going in for the Dipsy Doodle layup, and Brown stopped the points from happening, but got called for the foul. Still talking it over with the referee,
which is fine.
Yes,
I mean, that kind of
they're
stuff.
Laughing about it. They're not being ugly.
Probably over there trying to get
Strobel for 3.
See who's paying for supper tonight. Who's paying for dinner?
Yes. Yep.
All right, Rodriguez now with the ball. Haven't seen his name or heard him with the ball in quite some time. At the beginning of the third, he had it and shot a 3 but missed, and now back getting the handle on the ball. But no, Scott gives it over to Daly. And now Brown again steals it from Langford. Brown takes it all the way. And he gets hacked.
That was a hard foul.
Yeah.
Where's Ted?
So now, with that being said, I'm going to say this on both sides so people can hear it. Great foul.
Yes.
If you're
absolutely.
Foul hard.
I've told our players to do that often. If you're gonna foul, don't give them the chance to make that layup. So no, it was a good foul on APA's part to stop that basket because that was going in, and he got the 2 points from the free throw line.
Yeah, make them earn it. Don't let it go in. Don't let them get an extra point out of it just because you want to foul. Foul hard. Don't let them score. I don't care if you hack them on the arm.
Yeah.
They're going to feel that. He saves it. Rodriguez gives it over to Scott. Scott takes it in off the glass for 2. But you've got to make them feel it.
Yes.
You want them to remember that pain that they felt, and now
what are they calling?
I believe they're warning the coach of the Jets.
Okay.
He probably didn't like it that his player got fouled going in for the shot. And now their coach clapping right into the ear of the referee that gave him the warning. But I agree with him.
Yeah.
There was an obvious foul. It should have been called. But, just that's the way it is. Oh, Strobel, just take that ball and bring it down. And Grimes does.
Oh, man.
And another tough foul. Good job by Scott. He didn't let the ball go, but, Landon Grimes is going to go to the line shooting 2.
It's funny to watch, but, both Landon and Brandon's haircuts are very similar.
Yeah.
And they're
short.
built similar, skinny, with a single-digit number on their jersey.
And my eyesight isn't what it used to be. Strobel misses the first, but picks up the second.
That was Grimes, by the way.
Grimes. Sorry.
59-39 here at the end of the third period.
Just
seconds to go.
Ticks away.
And there it is, the end of the quarter.
Yeah, wasted that shot. Oh, he hits it, but it is too late.
Yes.
Obviously. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors. The AmVets, post number 23, Clear Choice Chiropractic, CMA Claim Management Adjusters, Dave's Car Corner, Huggins Auto Sales and Service, and Town Acres Church of Christ, along with Captured by Christie Photography. This quarter, the final quarter of the game, brought to you by Huggins Auto Sales and Service. Scott Confer's the owner. Give him a call, 765-348-3410, or check out his online showroom at hugginsshowroom.com. All right, David,
so
with that.
Little stats here going into the fourth quarter. Brandon Strobel leading all scorers with 22, shooting 6 for 13 from 3, 1 for 3 from 2-point, and 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Now, Luke last night had he shot 50% from 3-point. Tonight, he is just 1 for 8 from the 3-point stripe, 5 for 8 from the 2-point, and he hasn't missed a free throw. So 7 for 7 at the free throw line. So one of the interesting stats, I was talking to Tony Ugan last night after the game, but Luke is coming very close. The next person for him to pass in the history of free throw making is Larry Bird, and he's within just a few points of passing Larry. So.
Yeah, I thought he was. He's pretty close to it. He was like 200 or something like that away. Oh! See, you made me miss that. Stop talking to me, David.
3-point shot, long three-pointer.
Can't get you to say anything all game long.
He was standing there right in front of Don Hoover.
You bothered me. All right, Langford now with the ball. He's got Brown posted up. Brown's going to pick up a foul.
Oh, now they're going to call the ticky-tack fouls. Okay.
Yeah.
Brown was there with hands straight up.
That seems to be the MO here lately. They call the little stuff and let the big stuff go.
Yep. And maybe it was a good foul.
Langford misses his first foul shot. 7:29 on the clock. The Bruins now with a large lead of 22 points. Make that 21. No, now it's 22. Oh, we missed that one. Yep. Langford's going to take it back in. Misses the layup. And Brown now driving all the way to the other side. Off the glass. No good. No call. Strobel had to rebound, but no, Hoover has it. He gets it back out to Willman. Willman over to Strobel. Strobel sets, takes his time, and drains that three-pointer over in the corner.
That's
now 7 minutes on the clock.
That's 25 points now for Strobel.
And he's leading the Bruins with those 20 points. Now Hoover out there on Perry, and we've got a timeout. And the Jets running out of timeouts here in the contest. All right, so what do I need to do to get this thing to go through? I don't know. All right, you can go ahead and talk. I'm going to try and get this thing out.
That's all right. So just, I've been keeping track of points and assists. If you look at the Luke Brown fan page, you'll see a lot of the posts that I do on there. But Luke as of last night, was leading in scoring, leading in assists, and leading in free throw percentage. So tonight will not hurt him at all in all of those. If he's got 23 points with 6:53 to go in the game, I'd like to see him get back up to 33 just to assure that scoring title again this year. And assist-wise, it's all of a sudden there's a kid from Heritage Hills that's kind of snuck up and was just 2 assists behind, but he's already played his last game. So Luke, every assist that Luke has tonight just adds to his lead. But for the first time in history, we have the state's leading scorer is also the state's leading assist person. So that's another history record being made by Luke Brown.
All right, Brown now drives out to the far side, up in his little corner, giving directions to his teammates. He shoots the long-range 3 and takes a jet bounce. Lands in the hands of Scott. Scott's going to drive it in. Oh, now he wants to kick it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez fakes right, drives into the paint. He gets fouled by Hoover, but no call. And now Willman with the rebound. Brown comes and takes the ball from him. And now, that's Langford on him. And Strobel now, that one was a little off to the right, but Hoover with the rebound. Loses control of it, and we've got
he gets fouled in the process by Rodriguez.
On Rodriguez. I don't have any fouls for him, but I haven't been keeping track either.
Let me see what the app has for him. Rodriguez, that's his second.
Strobel gets the inbound. Oh, Willman was all the way on the other side of the court, and he takes a step in just in time to get the pass. Strobel for a long 3. Wow. That is another assist. By the way, somebody asked how far Lander is on that assist leaderboard.
Lander isn't even on.
Steal by Brown.
Christian Lander isn't even in the top 50 on assists.
And another 2 points.
Okay.
He's not in the top 50.
He's not even in the top 50 on points or assists. The number 1 point guard in the whole country.
Really?
Yep.
All right, Brown now brings it back out to the middle of the court. Again, gives it over to Strobel. I thought he was going to drain it from there. I really did.
Get a little Wars action.
Misses the 3.
Look at Hoover.
Langdon.
Look at Hoover coming down. He's going to get called for the foul, but
I said Langdon. It was Langford. Who got the foul?
Langford, Hoover. Hoover called for the foul, but he was moving. You see how fast he got down the floor. So Romeo Langford.
Yeah.
No,
that's Langford.
Oh,
there,
that
shooting
Langford.
2 free throws.
Gotcha.
This is his first.
Okay. I thought you were going back to the history again.
Nope. Nope. Langford gets fouled. He gets to go to the line now, shooting his second of 2. The Bruins now with a 30-point lead. The second one is good. And now down to 29. And Brown with 4:50 on the clock kicks it over to Strobel, misses. And I think that's like the first time he's missed.
So, Strobel needed.
Oh, a nice play by Langford.
Strobel needed 28 points last night to break 1,000. He waited till tonight to hit that 28.
And he's already broke the 1,000.
So
wow, I didn't see that one, but I hear Ed Thurman saying that Brown got tripped.
Yes. Yep. Either got tripped or he was stepping on the foot of another player, which could even be worse. But feet slipped out from underneath him, and he went down kind of hard. But he got fouled in the process.
What year did you graduate North Judson?
1975.
So he says. I think it was more like 55.
I was born in 56.
See, you're old enough to be my father.
The year Oscar Robertson graduated high school was the year that I was born. Oh. But I grew up hearing about Oscar Robertson. I had a cousin, Andy White, that played for Medora High School and went on to play for the University of Louisville. And back when freshmen could only play freshman ball. But he was the leading scorer and leading rebounder for University of Louisville. But I didn't get any of the hype from that side of the family.
Somebody asked if Strobel hits 2 or 3 more, is that a state record? That one was tipped.
A state record for what?
I have no idea. Ramsier asked that. Long threes, no good. Rebound, though. Oh,
nice.
And a steal by Grimes. Oh, a nice behind-the-back pickup by Elam, and he puts it in for 2. 74-43, the Bruins lead by 31 now against the Anderson Prep Jets. That one's off the glass. Landon Grimes looks like he's going to pick up a foul. And it is just going to be one shot. Willman looks like he's going to come back in for Wars. So I see somebody new sitting over there on the bench in a black shirt. He hits his free throw. Do you know who that is? Sitting next to Jake Ross. 3 by Elam, no good. Rebound by the Jets. And Brown gets his hand on it, steals it, gets it down to Grimes. Grimes gets blocked from behind. And Anderson Prep
that's Brian
with
Ludwig.
the ball, but nope, they're going to give it to Willman. Willman to Brown for 3. That's it.
That's Brian Ludwig, who has been coaching the freshmen the last 2 weeks of the season.
Oh, okay.
Along with Caleb.
Oh, Caleb
George. I just kept wanting to say Caleb first, but no. Wrong Caleb.
Oh, did you see that? That
nice
was impressive.
Play. That was a good spin move.
David, I don't know what you did to my program here, but you've got it all messed up. I can't get nothing to work after I let you do something.
I know. It's got that coronavirus, I think.
I might have. A
Well,
3, no good.
Every time you keep talking about APA, I'm thinking about the other night I had a nice IPA.
Yeah. Oh, we're not allowed to talk alcohol.
Okay. Well, no, that's just a International Parks Association.
Oh, man. How many points does Luke have in total? He is close to 2,000.
He needed 61 going into tonight, so 61 minus 27. I'm not real good with math, so I got to get the calculator out. So 61 minus 27. He's 34 away from 2,000.
So Dan Seitzma said you played against his brother,
I
Steve.
did. Well, I didn't, because I got cut from the team my junior year. But
now, is that because you were no good at basketball, or was that because you had a horrible coach that didn't see your potential?
It was because I was 5'4" and 120 pounds, and in my class alone, we had a 6'11", 2'6", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3", 6 foot, 5'11", and there were 8 of us in our class. We had to make room for some of the younger kids to get a play.
Strobel drives it in. Now Grimes with the rebound. The putback is no good. The rebound is by APA, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Blackford ball with a minute 47 on
just
the clock.
For the record, my sophomore year, I was point guard on the JV and I shot 92% free throw and won the free throw award that year. And then the next year I got cut.
Everybody congratulating Brandon Strobel as he comes off the court.
So Ridge Dunica, Jaden Daughtry, Mickey Waters,
Dane Baker for 3, no good.
And Landon Grimes in the game. Played the last couple minutes of the game here. Strobel finishes, I believe, with 28 points, and I believe Luke had 28 as well. I'm going to look that up just to be sure. Oh, Brown had 30.
And
Brown
Strobel
had
with
30
28.
and Strobel had 28.
So none of the starters are in. Grimes is still in. Dunica, Daugherty, Brown, or Baker, and Mickey Waters. Daugherty gives it over to Waters. Waters sets for the three. No good. A little short. A rebound by the Jets as the clock winds down to 1 minute, 1 second. That one's out of bounds. And the Bruins have a 30-point lead now over the Jets. All the way over to Baker. Baker gives it over to
Ridge Dunica.
Dunica. No good for the three. Grimes for the rebound and the putback, and gets fouled by 24. Is
Yes.
that right? Yeah, that's a Marson Cullum. And Grimes hits his free throw. And the Jets with possession on the far side of the court. Drives in a little 16-foot jumper.
That's at number
Good for
10.
two.
That's Ben Scott
Daugherty
from the JV team that did such a good job.
gets the ball stripped from him. Jets bringing the ball up. Oh, where was that one going? Not real sure. Ends up out in the hallway. And here we go. Blackford ball. Baker with under 25 seconds to play. And an inadvertent buzzer. Oh, he tries to dunk, but misses. And now Daugherty going to get fouled by number 10. I'm not sure if that's it is going to the line. Shooting 1 and 1. Oh, 10 threes in a game. I guess that's what
10
Rams are
threes in a
saying.
game.
Yeah. Is that a record?
No, that is not. There, I believe 19 threes is the record.
There you go, Mr. Ramsayer.
We had a conversation about this about a week ago. So just after the game, I usually get together with Coach Hoover and Russ Sutton and
He made it.
our other senior citizen Bruins, and who are at every game and keep
Mickey
the
Waters,
score.
nope. Back to the Jets. Long three. Oh, wow. Oh, man, he tried to get the rebound and dunk, and he falls to the ground. That is your final score, folks. 82 to 50.
What a game.
The Bruins win by 32. Again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. The AmVets, post number 23. Thank you, guys. I know you're out there watching. We appreciate you. Clear Choice Chiropractic, Dr. Malia Robertson. Man, I love going to her. CMA Claim Management Adjusters. If you haven't gotten a hold of, man, his name just escaped me. And that I feel extremely ridiculously bad for. Jeremy Walls. I knew it was Wald. If you haven't seen Jeremy Walls and you have an insurance claim that you need to file, get with him. He's got all the right tools. Dave's Car Corner. Get with him. Some of the nicest used cars out there. However, Huggins also, with their service center, is really good to go to. And Town Acres Church of Christ. Go find Christ, because he will lead you
Absolutely.
the right path.
Absolutely.
And last but not least, captured by Christy Photography. She's getting ready to take some outside photographs of my son for his senior picture.
Amazing.
And
did you happen to see the one she took of Brandon Strobel?
And yes, I did. They're phenomenal. If you're not following her on Facebook,
yes,
Captured by Christy Photography, go out there, check out some of these senior pictures that she's taking. They are phenomenal.
They are.
Two more, last but certainly not least. Go get your tickets for the Donnie Baker Show.
Yes.
Show me a ticket at sectionals. and I'll give you a free T-shirt. Andrew Maddox is the one who answered the trivia question.
Yep.
Peyton Hurd is the player that is related to Larry Bird. Very distant, but still yet.
Yep.
His grandfather is cousins with Mr. Bird. And I haven't said this in a long time, but get your foam fingers, people.
No kidding. I've got mine.
Lighthouse Christian Church is selling foam fingers. They're really cool.
They are.
So go get it.
Show
and
your Bruin
bring
pride.
it to sectionals. Maybe that's another one that we'll do.
There we go.
We might until we run out of T-shirts.
Now, not to contradict you there, but are we allowed to bring foam fingers to sectional? I think we are.
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's not a noisemaker. So yeah. There's so many rules with sectional play,
Right.
That, but I believe you can bring signs in. You can bring anything that doesn't make a noise. So
yeah, I believe that is the case. And so you're number one, I'm number two.
yes,
Maybe that's why I don't sound really good.
yeah. I've got the good headset tonight.
must.
I'm on your channel.
This thing sounds like garbage over here. But hopefully it sounds all right to you guys. Might try to get our good buddy,
Yes.
Brandon Strobel.
Waiting for the guys to come out of the locker room. Ed Thurman's over here. We're all hunting for the same people. We're all hunting for Brandon Strobel to come up for an interview.
So since I hogged all of Governor Holcomb yesterday,
We'll
let Ed get first dibs on Brandon Strobel. How's that sound? I'm sure he'll go to Ed first anyway because they do have a little bit of blood in the lines. Yeah, that's his uncle.
Oh, I did not know that.
Great uncle. That is Jane Ann's uncle.
Well, I was going to offer him some chips and chili cheese sauce on it, but
that's been sitting here since the
since the beginning of the game. Yep.
Oh, nice. I wish we had some commercials to go to, but David messed up my computer, and now I don't have any commercials. So this weekend, guess who's going to be working on recording some commercials?
I'm going to try to stand up and get some attention to get some of our players over here.
Maybe I can get my good friend Tim Norris to cut me a couple quick commercials.
Maybe we might even get Chad Strobel over here to talk about Brandon until he gets out here.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm trying to wave.
Where is he? Is he down on the floor? No? Is he?
I'm trying to give hand signals that I'm trying to get a hold of Chad Strobel.
Oh, guess what? I think something just fell. Something just fell down the stairs, down the bleachers.
Now, we finally got his attention, so Chad's on his way over here.
Whose attention? Chad's on his way?
Chad's on his way over here.
Where's he at? Oh, there he is.
He's coming down the steps.
He's bad-mouthing you the whole way down here,
I know.
too.
Oh, I just remembered I've got cookies in my pocket, too.
So you bought some chips with chili and cheese on them.
Well, because
you bought a hot dog, and the only thing you ate was like half the hot dog.
My total came to $8.50, and he said, "Well, for 50 cents you get a cookie, so that'll make it an even dollar."
He upsold you. You got caught up in the upsell. Melissa Dow, do you have?
Okay, put me on mute for a second.
Tonight for Brown. I have a couple gentlemen asking behind me. Oh, never mind.
So I just did the job of Grant Banner usually does, getting off the microphone and yelling for the players to come over. But we're going to get Chad Strobel up here while we're waiting on Brandon. You know, we'll go to our second choice. But Ed, do you want to do?
You shouldn't be interviewing me. He's family. I can talk to him anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to talk to Chad.
It's not necessarily that we want to talk to you, Chad, but we can't get Brandon quick enough. So
before
second best.
Yeah. Before we go on, I have to make a correction. they don't have tickets for the Donnie Baker show. They're only selling table seats. So that giveaway is not going to happen.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So no worries there. However, we've got the guy who taught Brandon Strobel everything he knows.
Well, that's not true.
I'm trying to give you credit here, Chad.
Well,
so there it is.
I don't give you credit very often.
There's going for the shot. Wait a minute. There's setting up for the shot. There's the shot going up. And the video of it right here is already posted onto Facebook. So
that looks good.
So you look like you were a little teary-eyed when you came up here.
Yeah.
You got a little emotional last night after the game as well. What's that got? That's got to be special for you to see your son go down in history here.
Well, it is. It for sure is. I'm proud of not just him, but all those boys. I mean, when you look at that team, you look at all of them, they get along, and you can just see it on the floor, and it's just cool.
Yes.
It is fun to watch.
No,
not only am I really, really proud of Brandon, I am super proud of the coaching staff and everything that they have done and the great job that Tony Ugan's done and the fans. I mean, you just got to – you look at this place tonight, and it was, what, 3/4 full?
Yes. Yeah.
So every bit of 3/4 full.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just pretty cool stuff.
Let me cut in for just a second because I have the honor and the pleasure to be sitting here in between the fathers of two of our senior players. And I'm telling you, this last week has been very emotional. These seniors have when you look at the story of how they've played together, they played baseball, they played football, they played basketball together all these years, and to see the bond that these five guys have, because you got to include Nick into the four players, but Peyton Hurd, Ridge Dunica, Dalton Wellman, Nick Otronowski, and Brandon Strobel just have a bond, and I get to sit here right now between two of the fathers of those two of those players.
Well,
what an honor.
Well, and I'll tell you, too, there's one other one there that's got a piece of this, and I gave him a hug down there, Caleb Mealy.
Absolutely.
He got injured there in football, and I'll tell you, just pretty proud of those guys.
Absolutely.
Of the whole class. And
we've spent a lot of time together, haven't we, Chad?
Yeah, we have. And the parents get along great. The kids get along great. We were fortunate enough to have the Hoovers and the Browns and Wars have moved in and others, and it's just a really, really cool deal.
Yeah, it is.
Well, hey, I'm going to run on down there. I see Brandon's out here. We'll see if we can get him up here for an interview or two.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chad.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right. That's Chad Strobel, proud father of Brandon Strobel. Brandon not only hit 1,000 points tonight, I believe, not real good with math, but 1,013 points tonight would be the total. 1,013 points. And so we'll have to look at the record books and see where that puts him in the order of all the Blackford Bruin players in the history of the game. But we're going to try to get him up here. We're going to try to get him up here to get interviewed by Ed Thurman here at the radio station, and then we'll grab him here on the Blackford Sports Network. But we're so glad, this has been a great season for the Blackford Bruins with a great group of senior boys. And I apologize to Caleb for not mentioning him in that group because absolutely, if it wasn't for the injury in football, he would have been here on the basketball floor with us tonight. But Caleb Mealy has been a part of that senior group for all these years. And Lord willing, his knee is going to be in good shape that he'll be back for baseball season.
Yeah, I know he's already been working out for baseball. But, again, about the Donnie Baker tickets, they don't actually give you a physical ticket in your hand. But if you want to buy a table, I just had a guy ask for a table. Call Angie Harriet at 348-8601. That's 765-348-8601, I believe.
I'm going to try to get the attention of Caleb Mealy and Dalton Wellman, some of the other seniors to come up here. At this point, Brandon is being bombarded by kids wanting autographs.
And that's fine.
Yes.
I mean,
and what's really interesting is watching Luke Brown right now, and he is not the center of attention right now. Brandon Strobel rightfully is there, and it's just a great thing to see on the floor right now.
Yeah, and I'm sure that Luke is absolutely fine with that.
Absolutely.
He does not mind that Brandon is the center of attention. He's a very humble kid, and that's why we really have embraced him and really like having him here at Blackford. Is he is just one of the most humble people you've ever met. So he wants to see everybody out on the court do well, and when they do, he'd be the first one to congratulate them. So Brandon may not be we may not be able to get him on the broadcast tonight. So we're going to wait here for just a minute or two longer. Right now he's with his family, so
yes,
we're going to let them have their moment with him before they have to make that 45-minute long drive back home to Hartford City. But and by the way, for those that don't know, that's Brandon right there.
Yes.
And so you can see he is definitely being bombarded by this whole group over here. So, wait a second.
Gotcha.
Where'd he go? There he is. Getting pictures with his senior class teammates right now, I believe, is what's going on.
Yes.
With the one that wasn't able to be out there, Caleb Mealy.
Caleb Mealy, Nick are in the picture. What a great group of senior boys right there. Where's Jennifer? Hey.
Again, all of his senior friends down there to congratulate him as well. Just an awesome experience for Brandon, all of his friends. Ted Brown. It is Ted, right?
Yes.
Ted Brown. It's a running joke in my family. I called him Tim one time when I first met him. And
Tim the tool man, Ted the medical man.
And I've been made fun of ever since.
Yes.
So. All right, so hello.
So I'm trying to text some people to see if we can get Caleb Mealy up here as well.
We don't want Dalton. We want the guy that's popular right now. I'm just kidding.
No.
Go down there.
They get you first. They get you first. We want Caleb up here, too. All right, we are getting all the seniors up here.
We ain't going to take up too much of your time. Just put it on. Let's go. Let's get it moving here.
Okay. We got Peyton Hurd here with us, which was the answer to a trivia question we did tonight. Can you imagine what that trivia question was? Of all the
has to do with your relative.
Of all the Bruin players, who's related to Larry Bird?
That would be me.
Yeah, and so somebody guessed it right.
Somebody that doesn't actually know you. Can you believe that?
So there's the man of the hour as well. We're going to let the radio station have Brandon first.
All right, so what was it like watching Brandon hit that 1,000-point?
Honestly, it was just pretty cool to see a friend get that and get that milestone.
Right on. Was that I don't know why I always draw a blank when I'm talking to you. You're ridiculous.
But how? I mean, this is what a great group of seniors that we've had. We really miss Caleb this year. We tried to call him out. Nick has just always been a part of this group of guys. I mean, I've been.
Oh, look at him. He's going to start crying like a little baby again. Anyway, he's talking about how you guys have been together since, 5 years old, 4 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Caleb coming over to the house. I remember not liking Dalton because he was such an animal and was always picking on my little son. But Nick Otwanowski, I've never had a bad thing to say about him. Caleb Mealy took my son Spider-Man when they were like 4 and made him cry. So, I mean, it's stuff like that's really special and moments that we won't ever forget. What is it that makes you guys so tight as a group? You want to just take that off and set it in front of everybody? No, you just set it in front of them. What makes it so that you guys are this tight as a group?
Well, my name is obviously Caleb Milley, but
everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, I think we're so close because we've been through so much together with baseball, basketball, football. I mean, we've been playing with each other since I can remember, and we've always been together. I mean, it's always been Brandon, Dalton, Nick, Peyton, Joey, Brandon, obviously, as our close-knit friend group, and we've always been that close, and I think that's just the way we've always been, and it's just we've adapted to that.
Yeah, I agree, and we've been through all the tough times together, and that's only made us stronger as a group. Putting yourself through those challenging times, it's brought us closer together, that's for sure.
Yeah, you guys have been through some very odd, challenging times that most teenagers don't have to go through. But why do you think it has been? There's a lot of kids who they may start out as friends when they were younger, but by the time they get older, some of them separate. So is it sports that have always held you guys and have that common bond and keep you guys so close?
Yeah, I think sports have played a big part in that. And I think the reason we've been able to be together for so long is because we just always want to see each other do well no matter what we do.
It's the power of sports. I know I moved here I was not born here. I moved in as a student in first grade. And it was sports that brought me into knowing all these great friends that I have. And without being on basketball, baseball, football teams with them, I wouldn't have the same friends that I do now.
That's right.
If there's one thing I hope all of you guys realize is how important this bond is right now. You've excelled in every sport.
He's going to start crying again.
Ben's doing baseball, football, basketball. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Oh, we hear you.
Talking loud enough, but it's such a cool thing to see you guys together, doing this together, and the bond and the friendships. I'm new to this community. I mean, I've only been around here for a short time, but to see and hear the stories of all of you guys, and Ridge, I don't know where Ridge is right now, but to see you guys grow up together and see the pictures of senior night last night, and then to have Brandon hit this milestone here tonight. So we happen to have man of the hour here with us now. But what a great group of guys this is.
So hang on, before we get into this. So I just got a message from somebody. I won't say who it is, but he just said that Caleb Mealy is the biggest baby out of this entire group.
I want to give out a shout out to David Harriet for being the worst JV referee I've ever seen.
Oh, that's definitely for sure.
Old tippy toes.
Yep, he likes to be on his tippy toes.
He looks like a robot.
He likes to flex his muscles a lot, and he's really not that big. So, David Harriet, I hope you're hearing this, and I'll make sure to fix your truck sometime soon.
You got to fix it up just right.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, change his blinker fluid and muffler bearings.
All right, so now the senior that everybody is giving special attention to is Brandon Strobel. Brandon picked up your 1,000th point tonight, but that's not even the most impressive thing that happened. You went off for 28, 30 points? Went off for 28 points.
I don't know how many rebounds.
They said I had 10.
10 rebounds?
So a double-double at least.
Yes.
And just went off on one of your best games of the year. I think you had one better. But this one definitely goes down as a great game. What was that like for you out there on the court?
Oh, it was the best feeling ever. Couldn't do it without my family, teammates, friends, and all them.
So what? Now that you've got that 1,000th point, don't be taking them off. We don't want to talk to you.
I know. They just want to know who's riding the bus.
Yeah,
are you riding the bus?
Yeah, I'm riding the bus.
Oh, so does he need to go? See, you're –
Okay.
okay.
If Boss is leaving, that's not good.
All right, so we'll let you go. We'll talk to you on another broadcast. Congratulations.
Great
you.
job. Let's go get sectional
That's
next
right.
week. All
That's
right.
all that matters.
We're not done yet. We're not done. Good
All
job.
right. See you
Thank
later,
you.
bud. And for that, Blackford wins 82-50, and we're going to cut this one out right now.